Alright, everything should be set up here. I don't know why the screen's not capturing. There we go. Alright.
Technical difficulties already somehow.
Already, that's not a good start. We're gonna see how this one goes.
That's also not a good start when you had your microphone back.
But that was all in the past. We're gonna have to see here today. ANİMÄL versus L1TE Esports. They're both newer teams, it looks like. If I'm... correct me if I'm wrong. They don't have that many matches under their belt, so we're gonna see how this goes. I don't really know what to expect here.
Looks like a loadout choice for Light. It's actually pretty vanilla here, just a lot of spectrals. But looks like we're seeing that from ANİMÄL, we're seeing that Jesper syringe play. Something you see pretty commonly to get a bit of a edge on the other team.
That drone is going to be leading the charge into Garage. Ajax is really close on that angle. They might find some kills here. They do find a kill on Ship. Void goes for that refrag, but is not going to find it. Ajax are repositioning down that angle again.
That was a major consequence of that drone not checking that spot, as they didn't know he was there because they didn't look over there.
I guess they figured it out at the end there.
Yeah, they found out the hard way.
A slowdown on the play from ANİMÄL here. Still setting up outside of Garage. I don't know what the play is going to be. I think they're going to go... It does look like they're going to go for that hatch. Which one is it going to be, though? Is it going to be the one in Kitchen or the one in the Garage? I can't tell. It is going to be the one in the Garage. Getting that storage hatch set up. Light is playing kind of close on the sites, but they have Ajax on that roam. That storage hatch going down, starting off that play. Flashbang coming through. Weak Moves knows they're there. They're going to reposition here and try to find an angle on that hatch. Looks like ANİMÄL is still up in the Garage. I don't know. I guess they're like trying to get their momentum back.
It looks like they're having a meeting.
maybe reconsidering the play here.
Seems like they're very unsure about what they're going to do next.
I mean,
they're really unsure about what they're going to do next.
It is the first round, so you kind of don't really know what to expect when it comes into getting onto that site, setting up that B wall, that B side hatch. Famous Sage in a very close corner here. We're gonna see if they get any kills from that angle. Sprite repositioning. Weak Moves also in B. Kind of a strong defense from B. They're expecting that play and are gonna try to counter it. They still have possession of that. ANİMÄL still has possession of that EMP. So they're in a very strong spot here, but they lost a player.
This is something I'm very not used to seeing in a cast. Usually everything becomes very fast-paced, especially once a hatch or a wall opens up. But neither team has made a move ever since that kill on Ship going down. Nothing really has happened, but it looks like something might actually happen here, as I think it's JT Wins, I think that's how you pronounce it, might actually ambush them here. It looks like he's just waiting for the perfect time to do it. It looks like he actually missed his window. Oh, and Void and Under dropping down, finding a kill on Weak Moves and Sprite. Void and Under very injured now, and they have to make it into the site within 25 seconds in order for the round to not end. GT Wins getting a kill on Chicken. Oh, a lot happening there. A lot of people dying. It looks like Light is going to take the win there. That was very chaotic, very quickly.
That nade just finding its way around that box. That pinch from, was it? I think it was Ajax there from storage, shutting down that play, stopping it in its tracks. It looks like Light is going to be able to kind of buy out here. 2 Vezins on the table for now. ANİMÄL taking a hit from that loss is going to be running pistols again. Unfortunate.
Nothing was happening, and then suddenly everything was happening.
Very much.
I wonder if we're going to see that continue on as this match continues. I just said continue twice.
That EMP. Not able to get onto that site. I wonder if that first kill at the beginning of the match slowed down their momentum and kind of like rattled them a little bit. Enough to get them off their game a little bit for that first round. I wonder if we're going to see a little bit of a recoup of their strategies and a more aggressive and successful play from ANİMÄL coming into the next couple rounds here.
Very strong contrast here in terms of eco. A lot of people going with pistols, but interestingly enough, Famous and Ajax going with the Vezins. Very risky buy there from both of them.
It's probably the smart play, though, because you have 2... kind of sends on that eco, but you still have most of the team saving. Sprite in a very close angle on that B hallway. Ship is watching that angle. Are they going to find any kills? Under and Chicken repositioning down the stairs. Is Sprite baiting for shots here? They have a nade primed. Are they going to find any kills with that? No, they're not. Under just able to reposition fast enough to not go down to that. But it kind of calls out Sprite's position. Ship watching that angle from the long B hallway. There's wallbangs coming through from Famous Sage, but it's not going to find. Weak moves getting called out from the bottom of the stairs. Ship and Sprite in a bit of a fight here. Ship's able to find that kill and shutting down that flank. Famous repositioning here with that Vezin. Ship, Chicken, and Under very close on that angle. Ship is rotating around, but Famous is able to move out of that angle fast enough to not go down. Ship is hunting for that kill coming around that angle, and Ship is able to find that kill on Famous and take possession of that Vezin, that EMP going down. This is kind of like what we were talking about, getting that momentum back. Weak moves, kind of letting them know where that flank they're moving from. Chicken chasing that kill is not going to find it. Ajax kind of peeking that angle. Chicken on a very tight angle here, getting called out. A pretty wide defense from Animal because they have that EMP down. Ship able to find Ajax. Chicken able to find weak moves. Twins in a 1v5. Getting that nade out there, very much running out of time. They have to commit to something. Is able to find Under, but gets refragged by Ship at the end there. Animal getting their first round and bring it to a tie on round 3.
Yeah, that's a choice from Famous Sage to fall back there and receiving a bit of damage before ultimately being killed later. Is something I've seen quite often from bronze players, speaking from experience here. I wonder if he did that before he got shot, and it just so happens that, well, he got shot while he was falling back, and it wasn't him falling back wasn't direct cause of him taking damage. But it's still something I've seen pretty commonly from bronze players.
Usually when you see that runaway, especially when you have a Vezin, you expect the person that ran away to get that kill there, but they just got shut down. Even though they had that Vezin, they still got shut down by that Spectral coming around that angle fast and getting that kill and retaking possession of that Vezin. Or taking possession of that Vezin.
Looking at the stats of both teams here, not really much to talk about here. Light Esports has only won once in their entire career, and that was on Other, which I believe would count as Team Deathmatch, if I'm not mistaken. They have not won on any maps, while Animal has actually won on 2 different maps. Factory and Other, which I still believe that is Team Deathmatch, correct?
I think it's either Team Deathmatch or a forfeit. I can't remember. Ajax getting called out by those pings. Chicken repositioning, able to find that kill on Ajax. Weak moves, trying to get that nade out from the balcony here, but is not going to find a reposition here. The roams getting shut down immediately. Animal was expecting them to play like that, and it worked in their favor. Let's see if they can keep up those kills coming out here and try to get onto that site to get that EMP down.
Quite the gadget buyout from Animal. A lot of grenades, a flashbang it seems, breaching foam cloaks. They bought it all.
That's a whole lot of confidence, especially on round 3.
Hey,
very interesting buy.
They're just trying to keep that momentum up. That's very important in this game. That is a key point in this game, is to make sure you maintain momentum. Whether that be just by continually winning rounds or perpetually upgrading your gear as you go on.
Whoops.
With this is kind of like risk reward. You have a lot of momentum by buying all these weapons, like Vezins and stuff, and all these gadgets. But and Ship can get kill on weakness, and then Void taking down Sprite at the same time, right in the middle of my my sentence there. Animals trying to take a very quick foothold over B side, but it looks like they've been halted as they're gonna have to deal with both JT and as well as Famous here, kind of in a pinch here, trying to get this wall set up to get through it. Oh, it's Ship taking down JT. Now Famous is the only one left on site, and he's got to hold up between all of them. Special versus Vezin, and Void takes down Sage, winning another round for Animal.
I guess that holy cow, not a single Animal player went down there. That investment, especially with those that eco and those util, just working in their favor. They're able to play it smart and keep up that speed when it comes into these moving into these sites. So we're gonna see if they can keep that momentum moving into sites and defending once they get into the site. Whoa, what just happened there?
Major lag for me too. Oh no!
Whoops. Let's try to get back there before the There we go.
What the hell just happened?
There we go. I fixed it. They should be able to hear us now. I don't know what is happening with the...
I don't know either. Also, you did say that the stream can hear us?
Yes.
As what I was saying with momentum earlier, the momentum also kind of has a risk-reward aspect to it. You can keep your momentum going further if you buy things like Vezins and cloaking devices, but you're also risking a lot of momentum if you do end up losing the round. So it's very important that you kind of find that balance between risk and reward of your momentum if you want to increase your chances of winning.
I don't know why we crashed there. We're going to see... We should be back into the match here.
Did you get an error code?
I did not. It was just loading. We missed a little bit there.
Your stream also froze prior to that.
Weird. Maybe a little bit of a lag spike.
Yeah. Potentially Discord servers messing up, as me as the co-caster is viewing this over Discord.
Looks like a hatch play here from... Oh, man. The names got screwed up. I guess we'll fix that in the next buy phase.
Unfortunately, I am unable to view what is going on during the cast. No stream available for me. I'm just gonna have to play off whatever you say. Oh, cast coming back, stream coming back up. I am able to view what is happening
Weak
again.
moves on that longer angle. Void repositioning into that site. Weak moves is very close there. Void on that chase is not going to find a kill. Moving into that site, hunting for the shot. Sprite repositioning to that behind that bomb. Weak moves trying to get an angle here. A lot of repositioning here. Twins able to find a kill on Chicken. Able to find another on Void from the bottom floor. Moving up the stairs, shutting down that play. Ship able to find that refrag. Bring it to a 2v4. Ship still on that window, getting called out by those pings. Under, very, very close with that EMP. All of the light players playing on the site. Ship repositioning through that connector very fast, able to move into that ammo crate or that box area, allowing Under to commit to the building here. Do they still have that breaching from? They do have that breaching from. They can still set up the wall and continue the play.
It does not seem like ANİMÄL will be able to capture the same success they had last time they were on this site. It does not seem to be going very well for them, but hey, they are not out of down does not mean they are out. It is only a 4v2, which they can easily solve right here as Ship does take down Sprite. Now a 3v2 fighting with Famous Sage in sight, but the weak moves take down Under. Now it is a 1v3 being pinned from both sides, but Ship taking down Famous Sage, and weak moves on the other side of the box from him. Ship in a very bad position. He's at risk of getting pinched here. Can he take them both down? And he also does not have access to EMP, so he's not able to bait either one of them. It might be smart to save here.
26 seconds. The time is ticking down. They have to make a play. Weak moves repositioning here. That EMP in a very tough spot because Ship will have to cross that open doorway. They have to commit to a kill or somebody. Weak moves trying to bait some shots there. Like I said, Ship is going to commit to a player. A reposition for that EMP. That Ajax was not able to fully use that. 3 seconds left. Can they get that EMP down before they get rushed from Ajax? No, they can't. That audio bait from Ajax not allowing them to put that EMP down. Getting another round for Light.
That situation that Ship was in probably had him feeling like both Sisyphus and Napoleon at the exact same time.
Skip into an intermission screen real quick so I can fix the... Just give us a half second here while I fix
the team names.
The team names, yeah.
Minor inconvenience.
One sec here.
I'm not sure if they can still hear us.
Lighties. There we go. Alright, that looks way better. I don't know what has been happening these past couple streams, but they're keep breaking. Alright, we're back into the fight here.
I may have a answer for you, actually, regarding the issues with Discord on my side. Looks like potential server issues at Discord. That could be part of it.
Unfortunate. I mean, in the esports world, we do call that a skill issue, so...
Yeah, that is a major skill issue.
It is a major skill issue.
Definitely haven't played rugby before.
Looks like it's going to be a kitchen push, maybe. Kind of a split-up play from ANİMÄL here. It's a tied game moving into round 5. Is that round 5? Yes, it's round 5. That door blocker is it gonna put up a major fight here? Sprite able to find Ship on that flank. Chicken is on that window too. Are they gonna find any kills here as they reposition? that proxy setting off Tiger Claw's position, but is not gonna get killed by those wall bangs. That timing by Ajax is just not gonna find Void trying for the reverse wall bang there is also not gonna get a kill. It's a lot of wall bangs coming in from both sides here.
It seems like this door blocker is majorly slowed down Animal's push here. Sprite actually pushing out to the doorway. Tiger Claw throwing a grenade, going down to, I believe that was Sprite. Yes, it was Sprite, leaving Animal in a 5v2 situation. This is not looking good for them.
Void on that head peak, a very well-known position, but if they can use it right, it's going to be very, very helpful. It looks like Chicken's going to be repositioning to assist Void here, which is the smart play when you're in a 2v5. A very, very rough position, but definitely possible if you play it right. That EMP's in a very, very, very difficult position way out in that doorway. Ajax is going to have a perfect angle on it if it does come to them trying to retake that EMP, which is what they need because they're at such a disadvantage in players here. Void repositioning to that laundry window. I think it's going to be a bit of a pinch, like onto that site. Do they have breaching foam? That breaching foam is down, so they might be able to set up that wall, get another angle into that site.
But Void is going to have to be careful here. He's going to have to stay silent, because if he doesn't, he might get killed through that wall. That's the spot I've very commonly seen wallbang kills. Oh, but Sprite goes down to Chicken! This is not good news for Void in a 1v5 scenario, getting pushed by Ajax, getting it, killing him! Almost, it might be getting killing Sage here, but no! Famous Sage takes down Void in an intense gunfight.
Light getting another round, and moving into round 6, they have that eco boost now, especially on the turnover. But Animal is not looking too bad on their eco, it looks like. Oh, maybe they are. They might not be able to buy Vezins again.
Another aspect here to the momentum. While you may lose the round, if you can take enough of the other people with you, you might actually have decent enough eco to keep your momentum going, which it does look like that's what's happening for them. As some of them, especially Tiger Claw here, still has 1,400 left, and Chicken having 1,500 left after buying that healing syringe. See, if you get enough kills, it doesn't matter if you lose. You might still be able to maintain your momentum.
It is going to be a full buy from Animal. They're kind of spending on that utility. That's rare to see, especially a bunch of utility get bought at this level. They're definitely making a higher level plays, which is cool to see, especially in these. I think this was a challenge match.
This is an official match.
Well, it is
like,
for
not like a regular match. Challenge match is different.
Basically, I think another hatch play here from Animal, tried and true classic.
Yeah, very common play. You see here. Only Incendiary going out. One of that was thrown by one of the light esports players, blocking off that door, preventing them from getting into sight. A second one going down. Interesting choice here, seeing as they haven't even pushed in yet. The smoke going down. Looks like Animal's going to try and cover their entrance, as they do also throw down a flashbang. One of they're waiting for those incendiaries to go away. And we're going to see them make a push down that those incendiaries have gone away.
It's interesting to see smokes. You don't see that a lot, especially at this level. We're going to see how they put that to use. I don't think they're going to commit to that smoke. It doesn't look like it. Ship is able to walk into the master bedroom and get that B wall set up. A very smart play would be to get all these walls set up and open up a bunch of angles to attack from. I think that's what they're going for here. Famous Sage in the back of the B site, firing some wall bangs, but it's not going to find a kill. Famous behind that bomb. Ship and Void very close on that angle. Sprite in a very tight angle as well. Who's going to find the first kill here? The fight is going to be pretty intense, I think, when the momentum gets back, when the fight. I wonder where it's going to start. We're going to see how Animal decides to assault this B site. They have those walls open. Are they going to go for that other wall? That door block is going to kind of let them know where the light players are, but that nade from Void is going to find Sprite. Famous Sage taking some fire from Ship there. Goes down to Ship in the end. JJ Twins moving up the stairs. Ship repositioning, trying to find a kill. Taking their time, not committing to that angle. Weak moves, able to find a kill on under, coming down that hatch. Slowing down Animal's momentum. Ajax in the back of the site gets spotted out, but is not going to go down. Crossing that smoke, moving to that B long. That flashbang's gonna find Ship. Weak moves, able to find two. Ship, able to find that refrag on Twins. Chicken, very close on that angle. We're peeking that side. It's a 2v2, a very close game. Ajax, able to find Ship. Chicken, 48 HP. in a 2v1, 50 seconds on the clock. The play, they have that EMP. They have to make a play now. Weak moves, repositioning back to A site. It's going to be all about picking a target, momentum, and getting that EMP down in time to not have to fight at a loss when it comes to the turnover.
The outcome of this match could change again the entire outcome of the turnout of this round could change the entire outcome of this match depending on how Chicken places. He does have that EMP. If he can get to that spot over by that server rack next to the bomb, he might be able to turn this around, earn the tides on Light Esports. It's got to force Ajax and Animal to weak moves to push him. And it looks like they're going to take down Chicken. Ricey plants the EMP, and it looks like Light Esports is going to walk away with another round, making this 4-2.
4-2 is a strong lead, especially on turnover. A very, very close match here. But when Light Esports can shut down Animal's momentum, that seems to be the major problem that Animal's been having when they get slowed down by the quick kills from Light Esports.
It seemed like Light Esports wasn't fully prepared for the plays that Animal was going to be making, but it seemed like they figured it out very quickly. As after they lost one of those rounds, I think they didn't lose a single one until turnover here. Again, we're seeing a pretty much the same eco from both teams as the last pistol round. All Jespers from Light, and it looks like actually the exact same from Animal too, especially that grenade Jesper syringe combo. Something I myself use quite a bit.
The classic meta of the Spectral at the moment. Void is running kind of an old competitive style weapon, that Cyclone. You don't see that a lot. I mean, we've been seeing kind of a resurgence of it, but you don't see it a whole bunch and play to its full potential, so we're going to see how it gets put to use here, especially on defense.
We've been seeing the resurgence of a lot of strange weapons.
That Hurricane meta.
The fabled Hurricane meta.
Ajax is going to be setting up that B wall, getting another angle into B site. It's kind of... We didn't see a single B wall push from Animal, so we're going to see how they counter it from Light, or if Light's going to be able to get fully on that side and get that EMP down in that rat spot, I guess. Chicken repositioning here. Kind of slowing down on the play from Light. That wall going open. Another push here from Storage. A pre-nade there. It's not going to find Ship and Chicken in the back of the site here. Trying to get an angle on that. Ajax with the pre-fires is not going to find. Able to commit all the way to that site. Chicken repositioning, trying to find a shot here. Ship getting called out by those pings. Chicken also getting called out by the pings from Light. Chicken's going to find Ajax there. Void's able to find Sprite. A major reposition here. That nade doing a bunch of damage to Chicken and Ship. Ship going down to Twins. They do not have that EMP on the site yet. Void in the back of B site here. A huge reposition from Connector, but JJ Twins able to find both of them. Famous Sage able to find Void in the back of the site, bringing Under to a 1v3. A very, very tough spot, especially on this site when they have those walls open. That EMP going down. Under, watching that angle, is able to find JJ Twins.
Complete glossed over the fact that one of the Light Esports players got a collateral.
I didn't even see that.
I didn't see it until I looked at the kill feed. I think it was Weak who pulled it off. Under in a very bad spot here, as not only is the EMP in a very bad spot for him to defuse it, he's also going to risk getting pinched by actually going for the defuse here, as there is one player on each spot where he could potentially be killed from. This is not a good look for Under and Animal.
Having this, if they are able to win this round, they're gonna bring it to a 3v4, baiting that audio. Weak moves from the flank, doing a bunch of damage there, is able to find Under. Light Esports is now 5-2, moving into round, what is this, round 7, moving around 8.
If I had to give that play right there a name, definitely would be the Bear Trap.
It seems like one. They're just getting those walls open, getting that pinch, getting all the way onto that site.
I'm definitely going to start calling that move the Bear Trap.
Naming new moves here.
It's so much cooler than pinch.
A similar eco from the last round from Animal. Bunch of pistols. But Tiger Claw is able to buy a nade and a stem, even with that spectral. Look at the eco from Light. It's almost like the last round how Animal played offense. Or who played? No, they played this like this, right? Didn't they play the double Vezin?
Yeah, double Vezin, although I think the other weapon lineups are not the same, but similar. I don't remember there being a Viper mixed in with that when they were on Revolter's side. Actually, pretty formulaic eco here from Animal, too, while we're talking about eco. Looks like we have 4 Spectrals and 1 Cyclone. I wonder if whoever bought that Cyclone used it last time. Because there was a Cyclone last round, too.
Kind of a slowed down play here. It's been the same this entire game. They play kind of slow at the beginning, but once they get some momentum, they don't play super aggressive at the beginning. They kind of ramp it up at the end.
I think Sage tried to toss one of his teammates up on that balcony. A grenade just went onto the roof.
Looks like it was reclaimed though.
Does look like it was in fact reclaimed. Pretty slow here. We've seen this a lot from these two teams. They kind of wait a while before making a move. Interesting.
Famous Sage setting up that wall. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be a pretty wide play here. Sprite is gonna be moving into Laundry. I think it's gonna be that multiple side, like bear trap, like you've been saying, from a bunch of sides, getting every wall open and getting a bunch of angles onto that site. That wall going open. JJ Twins on that head peak under, next to that. Behind that table, Weeks moves, able to find a kill on Chicken. Under, peeking out, goes down to Sage. Ship and Void on the flank, able to find kills. Able to find both. Ship, able to find that kill. Sprite onto the site. Famous Sage repositioning there, take some fire. Tiger Claw running around that angle with the pre-fires is not going to find. Famous Sage able to move onto that site, get that EMP down. Void, it does not have an angle. Sprite able to find a kill on Tiger Claw, able to find another on Void. Ship, now the lone survivor in a 3v1, repositioning into Garage. Famous Sage very close there. They're so close on these angles, but Ship has that health. Hearing that audio, able to find JJ Twins. Famous running on that angle fast, is not going to find that kill. Ship able to find another. Sprite is way off that side. Can Ship get that EMP down before Sprite can reposition and shut it down? Baiting that audio. Getting another one down. It's going to be down to the wire. A reposition from Ship right at the perfect time, but in the end goes down to Sprite.
That's got to be. I don't think he realized if he just stuck it, he would have probably gotten it off before Sprite could kill him.
That's got to feel so. That's got to feel really good for Light there.
POV.
Out that time.
Schizophrenia.
What?
Forget I said anything.
Take that off the VOD. We're not going to remember that.
Strike that from the record.
Back to the game. That audio bait, if they had just committed to that EMP, they probably could have gotten it down. But I think it was either audio bait or just paranoia from... Who was that? Was that...
Ship was the one trying to defuse there.
I think it was just either paranoia or the audio, but not letting them fully commit to that EMP defuse. Just shutting down that retake, getting them 6-2. All Animal can do now is fight for a tie on the first map.
But they've got a lot of ground to cover, though, to get that tie. But just like Light, when they were on attack, or when Light was on defending, Animal was on attacking. You saw shoot, completely lost my train of thought. Never mind.
Big buy from Animal here, trying to get a few rounds here. It's not really smart, or it's kind of smart to just buy out, especially when you're losing by this much, because you want to get a couple rounds back. And if you lose, it won't really matter because the game will be over. Famous Sage getting that wall over set up in A. Void and Under are going to be the defenders for A side here. I wonder how much of a reposition we're going to see. I wonder if they're going to fully commit to defending the site. That wall going open, Weak moves. Getting that nade out right in the back of the site. There's not going to find that EMP going down. Sprite with those wall bangs, those pre-fires, is not going to find. Tiger Claw throwing out a nade. Void able to find a kill with that collateral. But that EMP is down. Oh my gosh. It happened again.
A crucial moment this time.
What is happening today?
Breacher's servers may be messing up a little bit, as it does seem like this is a server issue.
Let's try to get back there before the play ends.
It might be too late already. That was already a fast-moving play. This is not good.
What is going on today with Breachers? I've never seen this before.
This has got to be some kind of server issue then.
I mean, there were some major server issues earlier.
They were also apparently having issues with getting the menu open. I wonder if this new update has broken the game a little bit. It's not entirely out of the cards.
Looks like they could defuse that EMP. I wonder
Not
what is happening today.
a good day to be a caster.
Not a good day to be a caster.
Hopefully this is just a one-time thing. Oh, and it does look like ANİMÆL does actually get the win there. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going. Although that didn't really slow down the momentum of Light Esports, as they are able to all afford Vesens, except for JT actually going with that Viper. We saw that Viper 2 rounds ago too. It has made a return. Looking at the eco here from ANİMÆL, looks like we have some similar. Looks like we have some similar. One gun, not like the others here. Just like on Light with all Vesens, one Viper. Looks like we have all Vesens, one Allrail from ANİMÆL. Looks like both teams having one person that needs the eco.
There we
A lot
go.
of gadget buyout from Light Esports here. Not too crazy like we saw a couple rounds ago before the switch, but still decent. Looks like we have 2 grenades, 2 healing syringes, 2 breaching foams too. I wonder if they're gonna go with some kind of simultaneous hatch breach play.
I mean, it looks like it. An interesting play here from Cellar. I wonder if they're gonna get that. I think they're gonna get that wall set up in A, having JJ Twins over here in Garage. It looks like, while the rest of the rest of Light is in Cellar here. Again, with those slow plays, just trying to get a foothold.
Speaking of Settler here, this is not really how you generally want to play this side of the map. I found what works best here is to just really rush that wall, especially if you're doing it from game room. That's really the #1 spot to do it from, because then you can also run across the hallway and then get breaching from the other wall to pinch them. Sprite killing himself with his own grenade. That's not good. Ship throwing out his own grenade out does not find any damage on anybody. Looks like that play has now gone a little stagnant with the death of Sprite there to his own grenade. We'll see how Light Esports reacts to this. Let's see if they can adapt. Oh, Technical getting the kill on Famous Saves through the wall. I don't think they realize that the rest of two of the Light Esports players are in a game room. The wall actually going up. Both walls going up. This is something I talked about earlier. The weak moves finding the kill on Tiger Claw. Void getting the kill on JT in a 4v2 situation. And Ajax in game room there. Oh, weak moves going down to Under, going down to that Allrail, leaving Ajax alone. He does take down Ajax. He does take down Void, but Chip takes down Ajax.
With that refrag, getting another round, bringing it 4 and 6. It's closing up here. The game is getting, they're kind of, the comeback could be possible. They could get that tie.
It's seeming more and more likely as these rounds go on. Let's see if they can actually pull it off.
See the buys here from the teams. Light Esports took a major eco hit from that loss. Is gonna have to save round. ANİMÆL is gonna be able to buy out. Look at that eco from ANİMÆL's.
Speaking of loadouts here, look at syringes. 4 syringes to 1. That's gonna be a major wall for them to overcome, because that is a lot of healing to have on one team. Especially compared to what Light has, only 1 healing syringe. They're going to have to play very carefully as to not take too much damage. As you could say that their entire push is centered around that healing syringe being ready for whoever needs it. Especially since they're going to be taking a lot. They're potentially going to be taking a lot of damage with only having pistols.
Light is gonna have to go for kills here. If they do any damage, it's not gonna do too much, especially with those healing syringes, because they can get back to full health in no time.
Depending on how they play, so they might be able to rush plant, which might also be a good choice, but that is a whole lot riskier than just trying to play it a bit safer. It looks like Sprite's setting up for some kind of push that might be incoming here. Actually, no, never mind. Sprite going in on his own, arming that grenade. Tiger Claw and Under ready there. Oh, does get the kill on. Oh, but that was insane. Sprite got the kill on Tiger Claw. Under killed Sprite, and then Sprite got the kill on Void with that nade. What a turnout of plays. What a turnout of events here. 4v3 in Light's favor. Looks like they're getting with that whole thing transpiring. Looks like they might be going up for a push here onto A side like they did a couple rounds ago. Oh, they got to play it very carefully. Pistols versus Vezins. This is going to be interesting to see.
That wall getting set up in A site, tossing that EMP to Famous Sage. Under repositioning to that window, trying to find a kill here. Ship able to find a kill on the weak moves. Under able to find a kill. Chicken able to find another kill on Famous. The shutdown there from Animals, getting them that site. That defuse is wide open. Can Ajax reposition fast enough to get a kill here? Goes down to Chicken. No, they cannot. Animal wide open for that defuse.
Animal quick to respond there and take over that EMP. That was very sudden. That whole thing was very sudden.
I really wanted to see that nade and one-handed spectral.
There you go.
Secral.
The new gun.
The new meta coming soon, the Breachers. I wanted to see that play get put to use there, but it was not. Unfortunate play there.
And momentum kind of is in stages. You have overall meta, which is wins, eco, and weapon choice. But you have like round eco. Like that. You saw they managed to keep, or not round eco, round momentum. You saw they were able to keep the momentum going pretty high once they got the EMP down, but once the EMP did go down, they weren't able to keep it going as much as Animal quickly took that over that site and defused it before one of the Light players can make it back to the EMP in time to stop that defuse.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to watch teams change gears when they get that EMP down, because you have to go from super aggressive to passive and defensive.
And it seems like maybe they were a little too passive. You kind of have to keep a bit of that aggression going, especially when you have the EMP in that highly contested of a spot like it was in that A-side bathroom.
You gotta find an even balance.
Yin and yang.
The drone leading the charge. A double drone in the situation's gonna give them a bunch of info. That drone into B site getting shut down. That should let them know that there's a bunch of fighters in B site from Animal. That wall going down again. A very similar play. That flashbang is going to find Famous Sage. Repositioning into storage here. Chicken is very close on that angle. They're going to set up another wall. Oh my gosh, they might go for the same play we saw last time.
But will it work a second time? If it even worked the last time. Oh, Ship taking down Ajax! This is not a good look for them. This is already going bad. Ship trying to peek. Oh, going down to Sprite, I believe. Trying to kill Famous Sage there in that corner. Famous Sage taking a stand, getting a kill on Tiger Claw. And then Chicken taking down Famous Sage as a result. Sprite taking down Chicken at the same time. 3v1.
A major turnover here. Under moving from connector here in a 1v3. That EMP is down. Almost the exact same thing that happened last time, where they got shut down and kept into the back of the A site. And now they have to fight for that EMP now again. JJ Twins watching from storage. That EMP is in the gym room here. But JJ Twins is able to find that shot from the connector into the back of the site and shuts that down. That clutch down. Light Esports winning the first map.
What a dramatic round 12 that was. That was a lot of fun to watch.
That could have been the turnover round there, but it got shut down by Light.
Determine Animal's fate, as they could have tied it, but no. Now they're going to have to win this next round in order to keep it going. This puts them in a very bad spot.
Light Esports now having that first map win under their belt. It's going to be a very powerful position to be in. All they have to do now is win one more round or one more map to win tonight's game.
I wish I could fill this gap here we have between rounds with some analytics, but there really isn't much to talk about between these two teams. Light Esports, sure, they've played Skyscraper and Hideout and Factory, but they've only played one round on Skyscraper, one on Factory, and two on Hideout, now three. And they haven't won a single one of them. So, and kind of the same thing with Animal. looking at the stats here for on other, it does say rounds played 7, rounds win 7, and the same thing for the other one. Either both were a shutout or they were both forfeits. So not a whole lot to talk about with stats here.
I mean, they are. I think they're newer. Is this one of their? This would be one of their first. Which team isn't ranked? I think it's Animal that isn't ranked. Am I right?
I believe so. They're ranked 86th.
Yeah, I think they have like a couple more rounds or a couple more maps until games until they actually become ranked and put in their slot where they belong, like where they belong on the standing.
I wonder if have you seen a map pick yet? I wonder.
Let's see here. I wonder what the map is going to be. It's going to be Factory. Okay, interesting.
Factory. The hallowed ground of Factory.
A very very well known map among the Breachers community because of its it being around for so long.
Nice shot with the cinematic camera angles there. Looks like
Light
Light
lost a player.
Yep, looks like they're going to try and get another player in. I wonder who picked this map this time. I think it depends on whoever was home team with that first round.
I think home team picks first map and then away picks second. I cannot remember. It's been so long since I've actually played competitively.
Same here, honestly. It hasn't been as long of a time as for you, but I haven't played comp in quite a while. Might be smart to go for an intermission screen here. Not a crazy amount to talk about.
Yeah, let's try to get the game under control here. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Alright, it seems like both the teams have gotten set up. They've switched sides. Animal's going to be playing on offense again. Trying to get that early game momentum.
Light Esports actually got a new player here by the name of Solo. Let's see how they perform in this.
There just seems to be a lot of solos on Breachers. I wonder if that's going to work to their advantage or against them, because I don't know if is Solo still on an Aspect? I can't remember. There's so many solos on this game.
Actually, Solo is. I don't think Solo's on. If Aspect is a team, I don't think they're on it, because looking at the team lineup for the roster, Solo's actually the team owner of Light Esports.
Interesting. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna see here. I don't really know.
Looking at his stuff, it looks like he has played for Dead Versus in the past.
That's probably gonna be I assume that's gonna be a very very strong experience to have.
We'll see.
That drone going into storage gets shut down. Or it's not getting shut down. It's actually still alive. Able to barely survive there.
The drone juking all the shots of Famous Snake. Grenade going over the wall. Famous Snake managing to get out of the way of danger in time in order to not receive any damage from the grenade. Solo in. Famous Snake's trading shots through the wall with Animal here. Animal making their own push in. Looks like they're going to be trying to get breaching foam set up on the wall. Again, just trading shots through the wall. Looks like JT might try for a run out here up on the second floor. Maybe waiting for the wall to go down, as that probably will be when all backs are most turned. Ship finding a kill on Sprite, bringing us to a 4v5. Let's see how this plays out here when they go for this wall breach.
JJ Twins above on that orange hallway, under getting that wall set up. Famous Sage and Solo in the site here defending. Twins is going to be that flank, that pinch. All of all of Animal is going to be playing from storage, except for Ship here trying to find that flank and cut it off. Kind of a slowdown here from the play on Animal.
It seems like Animal is aware that JT's up there, so I think they did shoot at him a bit. Yes, they did. JT's actually injured a bit. That's going to change how he plays as a roamer, as he's either going to have to reposition or wait until maybe they're distracted to make his move. It looks like, I believe it's Void and Famous trading shots here. Solo might also get a piece in here. Depends on when Void peaks and also when Solo peaks. All depends on timing here. The entire outcome of this round depends on timing. JT getting the kill on Under, bringing this to a 4v4 situation, evening out the playing field.
Void's in a very tough spot here. They have to commit to a side. They're not able to. Famous Sage able to shut down Void, bringing it to a 3v4 in Light Esports favor. Tiger Claw moving up to that door. Solo's on that angle. They're facing away. Are they gonna find a kill here? They're getting called out. Ship going into storage, getting some info peeks in. The weak moves is very close in that tight storage area, very close to electrical. Ship is able to walk right into A site. They're going to act as a flank here. I don't think Sage knows that they're there. Solo taking some damage from Ship, but repositioning. Weak, able to get around that angle fast enough and get that kill. Chicken in the back of the site there, or in the back of the storage area, is not going to find a kill. 25 seconds of time is ticking. Solo able to find Tiger Claw, bringing Chicken to a 1v4 in that storage area. A very, very tough spot. Repositioning, trying to get a kill on JJ. Able to find that kill, repositioning back into that storage room. 7 seconds left. They're getting shut outside of that site. They have to make a move here if they want to win this round. Able to find a kill on Famous. Not enough. Light getting their first round in here, winning that first round, and Weak Moves is able to find Chicken at the end.
Oh, this is something important. Chicken's choice there to, despite probably not being able to win the round, seeing as the EMP, looking at where the EMP was in reference to where everybody else was. Chicken take out as many people as he could at the end of the round actually worked out pretty good for him, as he has 2,000 credits because of the 2,225 to be exact. Looks like he's going to be shooting to buy a Spectral, trying to keep that eco going just a bit to get a bit more momentum as these rounds continue.
Whoa, Light is actually going to be saving, even though they won that round. I guess they've kind of learned from that past... also, a note here, I'm pretty sure the solo that is on Aspect is a platinum, and this solo is a silver, so I do not think they're the same person. That's what I was saying. The past couple rounds, we've seen them fully buy out 2 Vezins, or not fully buy out, but 2 Vezins, even on the second round, but they're not doing that this time. They're keeping their eco secured.
I feel like there should be a term for this sort of thing, with Light Sports winning that round, but choosing not to buy out. I think we could call it momentum conservation. Trying to hold on to it and maybe use it later on, hoping to make it an extra round and then get a bit more eco to actually get more momentum.
I guess so, or just a secondary save round. Sprite getting called out by that drone, repositioning back to B site. A major push here from Chicken and Void. Sprite able to find a kill. Sprite able to find a second on Void there. That nade going out from Tiger Claw is not going to find a kill. Tiger Claw is into that storage room. Ship is close, able to retake possession of that EMP. Sprite coming around that angle, exchanging some fire with Ship here. Is not going to find a kill, but Ship is super hurt. Should they? I think the play should be that they reposition. Tiger Claw going down, or taking Sprite. Famous Sage able to find that refrag. Ship in a very tight corner in Tetris, doing a bunch of damage to Famous Sage. A reposition, trying to get those kills here. A double stack from Tetris. Ship is able to find that kill. JJ Twins repositioning, trying to find that refrag. Is able to find that refrag, putting Under in a 1v3 on the top of his hatch.
Almost found his way out of that bear trap, but was not able to quite pull it off. Oh, and JT Wins having that healing syringe, bring himself up from 1 HP. This puts Under in a very bad spot. He's gonna have to fight against 3 other players, one of them having a healing syringe on him. But again, there's not really any point for him to save, and it looks like one of the life players down to 0 reserve ammo. I wonder how that's gonna affect how they play this. I believe it was maybe JT. It was somebody in Freezer or Connector. it looks like he was weak there. 0 reserve aim on Syringe coming back up for JT. This puts Under in a very bad spot. He's going to have to play this very carefully.
Moving down on that hatch, going into a site here. JT Twins is JT, like you've been saying, is very close on that angle. Weak moves repositioning to assist here. Under is not going to see them reposition, goes down to the weak moves. Light Esports getting a second round. Moving into round 3.
It's almost deja vu. If Animal starts winning rounds right here and brings it up to 2v2, that's almost deja vu because that happened on Hideout. The same. Light won 2 rounds in a row, and then Animal made their comeback right after that.
Whoa, look at that eco from Light Esports. Just full buy Vezins and 2 stems. Both the stems are bought.
This is the product of, like I said before, coining that new term, momentum conservation. With that choice to save on that second round, you can see there, despite the fact that they have bought out with quite, with Vezins, very expensive weapons, Light specifically, or not Light, Famous Sage specifically, having 2,000 credits left over, even after buying a Vezin.
I think that means they're going to be able to rebuy even if they die here. Animals eco not reflecting that. Very, very hurt here. Ship and Chicken both able to buy Vezins. Definitely very powerful players. Those might be I think those are in the right hands.
We'll find out here as this round starts. Looks like we're going with that Skylight play. I wonder if they're going to also go for the breach of the database wall, but actually no, because they don't have breaching foam. I wonder how they're going to play this, as breaching foam is actually a pretty important tool when it comes to the site. There are a lot of opportunities that you miss if you don't have breaching foam. Sprite choosing to peek that window, managing to take down Tiger Claw with that Vezin, but then undertaking down Sprite with that refrag. Ship also getting a kill on JT, bringing this to a 3v4. I think one of the Animal players might have access to a Vezin now. I'm not sure.
It might be open, but they haven't claimed it yet. Ship setting up for War Room. Under is still on that angle. They're trying to cut off that approach from A site into War Room so that they don't have to worry about half the angles here. Animals slow down on the play here.
Animal definitely has more in the cards for them than Light, but they definitely have to play those cards right. If they don't, this could actually turn bad for them very quickly. As while they may have more players, generally speaking, it's easier to defend a site than it is to attack a site, especially if you don't have access to any tools such as flashbangs or breaching foam. So they have to play their cards very carefully here in order to maintain that advantage and keep that momentum going.
A very, very slow play here from Animal. Already able to move into War Room. Solo's in connector. That B's basically open if they can control that con as they move in here. That's an interesting static placement. Chicken's gonna go for that plant. You can wallbang that table, so if it gets if they play aggressive here, they can find a kill. That nade going right into Chicken's feet, but it's not gonna find the kill. Solo's gonna find that kill. Ship able to find a kill on Famous and the weak moves. Solo repositioning on that flank. Does not find Ship. Ship able to find a 3. Was that a 3K or 4K there?
John Wicked his way out of that one.
Those the flicks from both sides. They're able to find that round win, but Animal loses 2 of their players.
Lost 2? I thought they only lost 1. Oh, one of them already coming back. Tiger Claw managing to make his way back into the match. Looking at the you see that momentum conservation in action here again. Light losing that last round, but able to afford. I think that's 3 Vezins. Wow.
It was like 2 Vezins and an Omen. No, 3 Vezins. You're right.
Yeah, and also a Taurus, which is kind of like the light version of a Vezin. You get the power, the advantage of that one-shot headshot, but it takes a lot more skill to use, as it has the same energy and it actually functions the exact same as the Desert Eagle from CS:GO.
I've never drawn that parallel before, but I guess it does kind of work like that. If you miss your first shot, you're gonna be in a pretty tough spot. Generally,
all comp shooter games tend to have that one gun, that one pistol, like a one-shot headshot, but it has very hard to control recoil and it's a very high skill curve. In this game,
oh wow, smokes are getting used again.
Interesting choice here, as they are a floor above the site. I guess they're maybe trying to protect against potential roamers, as this is a pretty common spot for roamers to watch. Famous Sage getting the kill on bot Gel. That's not good.
That's putting them a player down coming into this fight. Ship is going to be droning from inside the site. An interesting play. I don't see that a lot. Undertaking a bunch of damage from JJ. Able to find that kill. Tiger Claw watching for that refrag. JT should reposition here. That would be the smart play. They are going to reposition. A major push from the weak moves. And Sprite is going to find Tiger Claw, putting that EMP on the ground.
Absolutely ridiculous amount of light esports players roaming here. I think that's 3 of them. Yeah, that's 3 roamers. Interesting choice here, but this puts Chick in a bad spot as that EMP is kind of lost down no man's land. Then she get the kill on Sprite. Ship getting the kill on JT, turning this around immediately. Animal, we see deja vu again. Animal kind of working against the tide here, managing to make a comeback. I wonder if we might see that again here. As those were 2 very good kills, but maybe not. Weak Moves getting the kill on Chick and putting Ship in a bad spot, but Ship getting the kill on Weak Moves. But he's now in sort of a, not a bear trap. Both Solo and Famous on the same side. Ship's going to have to go for the EMP, which might be the smart move there, as there is nobody left to watch that EMP from up there. But then he's going to have to find a way to get a foothold on that site, potentially by repositioning and going through a different door, maybe even trying to target a different site entirely.
The chat definitely seems to be in favor of Ship here. Light is going to have to play it smart. I mean, it's a tough fight to be in. Even though they have that player advantage, they're going to have to play it smart. If they overextend like the last map and the last round, that clutch is possible. Ship moving into that Batman corner on the garage area in assembly.
That's a call I've never heard before. That's called Batman?
I think it's either this or that one hatch right there. Ship putting that nade out there, kind of calling out their position. Solo and Famous Sage playing together here. Those shots, kind of trading shots here, but not gonna find anything. Ship on that angle still, trying to go for that EMP, baiting that audio. Solo knows it's a bait. They're not gonna go for it. Going for it now, gets shut down by Ship. Famous Sage repositioning very, very close on that window. Is able to find that kill. Light Esports shutting down that clutch. The patience there from Famous Sage, just winning them that round.
That was actually also, was Famous Sage trying to wallbang through that green box? Can you do that?
Was it a wallbang or were they just trying to pre-fire?
It looked like the rounds were hitting it and then going through and hitting the wall on the right side of the doorway. Maybe you can wallbang that.
There are a couple boxes that you can shoot the corner through.
There are a lot of things in this game that don't seem like they'd be you could wallbang them. For example, that white blanket over top of that stuff in front of the table in garage on Hideout doesn't seem like something you'd be able to shoot through, but you can very much shoot through it.
I mean, a lot of the objects on a Hideout seem like stuff you shouldn't be able to shoot through. You could shoot through, and stuff that you should be able to shoot through, you can't, like that box in B site.
Funny that you mentioned that. They actually cut down a lot of things you can wallbang on that map, but there's still quite a few things that you don't think you should be able to, but you definitely can, and some things that you think you can, but you can't. There's a lot of cardboard boxes on the map that either can be shot through or can't be shot through.
It's very inconsistent.
And it's kind of infuriating.
The weak moves, getting that window open, getting called out. That drone looking for the roam here from the weak moves, but is not going to see them moving down the stairs. Whoa, look at that double trip there. The weak moves very, very close on the operational area of Animal. Solo getting called out by that drone.
Looks like they're waiting for some similar to happen like last time we were on this site, where I think it was Sprite, I believe, pushed out towards that window and got a couple of them. I wonder if they're waiting for something similar to happen. But I don't think it's going to happen here. Actually, what we might see is, I believe that's Famous Sage there on the roam. I wonder if we're going to see him peek that window and maybe find a kill here on Under, and maybe even Tiger Claw, maybe even Chicken, depending on how he plays this. But it does look like Void is going to be watching that. So Famous is going to have to play this very carefully. It's all about timing here for Famous Sage.
Speaking of timing, the play has kind of slowed down here from Animal. Sprite peeking out that window. But Ship is able to find that kill first, take some damage there.
Play slowing down. It's very slow right now. Wow. This is something we've seen a lot from these two teams. But it looks like they're actually going to be making their push in here. Not able to get those two tripwires. Maybe they're going to try and go for that bait. Tiger Call getting the kill on Weak Moves, who tried to get sort of a delayed refrag there. That's something I've done a lot too. Baiting those tripwires, making use of that delay. Looks like they're going to all be stacking up on the hatch, or we're going to see a hatch rush play. Or maybe they're going to just watch it from above and wait to see what happens from there. Sage on top of the counter, grenade rolling down to his feet, but he is up on top of the counter, sparing him from most of the damage from that grenade. Now it's all about timing here for ANİMÄL. If they don't do this right, this can actually turn on them very quickly. Let's see how they do this.
It looks like Famous Sage is in a pretty powerful position here. I don't see this a lot. Usually they play from behind that bomb. Are they going to play the smoke play here? That nade again, forcing Sage off that position. Chip's able to find the kill. Solo in the back of the site here. Able to find a kill, able to find another, but Under's able to find that refrag. ANİMÄL getting another round on round 5, moving in round 6. It's going to be very, very close on round 6.
The Discord, nothing was happening. The Discord stream froze, and then suddenly everything was happening.
I mean, there was a bit of a lag spike. I don't know what has been happening with Breachers today. It's been lagging like crazy. We usually don't see this.
It seems like it could be a mix of a lot of different servers messing up. It seems like maybe Discord and definitely Breachers. Yep. And now looking at Down Detector again, user reports now going from potential to confirmed issues at Discord. That probably has something to do with the stream freezing for me, and it seems to only do it at crucial moments for some reason.
I guess it's got that. I guess we have that caster's misfortune. Curse. Yeah.
Usually it works the other way. Usually it's you end up like cursing a player, but it seems to be cursing us. Look at the eco here. Looks like both teams buying out. Maybe not so much from Light, as they aren't able to afford as good of weaponry as they did. Not going with that same momentum conservation that they were going with before, choosing to buy Vezins, Vipers, and RCPs. Maybe trying to keep their momentum going, but in a risky way, instead of trying to conserve it. Unlike ANİMÄL here, going with Vezins and All-Rails, and a lot of gadgets. A lot of grenades.
That drone getting shut down again from the hatch. Void able to go into that storage area. The Weak Moves repositioning behind the boxes here. They have to play close and fast with that RCP against these Vezins. And all of that util from ANİMÄL. That Flash is going to find Weak Moves. A major push here. Void able to find one. Sprite's able to find a triple. Whoa! Tiger Claw in storage, repositioning, trying to find Sprite. Sprite's able to find another. Could they go for the ace here? Chicken repositioning from that storage area. Sprite is still very, very close. Chicken shutting down Sprite. A major push here. They have that momentum. Solo coming around that angle. It's JJ Twins is able to find Chicken. Light Esports going 4-2 on the turnover.
Whoa. That was insane. I'm going to go as far as to say, well, not much happens for most of the round. It's really interesting. It gets really fun to cast, and I imagine very fun to watch once things do start happening, because it's just 0 to 100 is the only way I can describe it. More like 0 to 1,000 actually.
How many of those were collateral? Because they were just one after another, just sweeping the field.
I could tell by the energy in your voice that you also thought that was crazy.
It's a very hyped situation. ANİMÄL's gonna have to recover from that on defense.
From that theoretical nuclear bomb. Jeez.
That was almost a real nuclear bomb. That wasn't even. That was just a wipe.
Definitely legalized nuclear bombs right there. Slightly different eco here from ANİMÄL. No Cyclone this time, but we're still going to see that Jesper syringe combo.
Classic. We're seeing that a lot more recently.
Not every team implores it, though, which I think most teams should. Well, you may be down firepower-wise. It is kind of important to have the healing syringe. This is something similar to what we saw at I believe, the very beginning here, trading rounds through this wall in storage. I wonder if we're going to see deja vu here with Light Esports being left alone with one player and running out of time. We'll see.
No roams from ANİMÄL, it looks like. That nade forcing Light to reposition. Sprite able to find a kill on Ship. That is going to be a very powerful kill at the beginning of the game here. Sprite is very hurt. Coming through that doorway, putting some rounds into connectors. Not going to find a kill. That nade doing a bunch of damage to Void. The weak move is able to find Tiger Claw on that flank. Famous able to find another. Sprite able to find a kill there. Under on that flank. Goes down to Famous Sage. Light Esports now 5-2 on turnover.
JT barely holding on with 1 HP. And it looks like they are going to be finding a healing syringe on one of the bodies. I believe that was on the body of Tiger Claw. Are we going to see a very early end to this? We're almost seeing deja vu. This is almost, I think, the same score we saw last time, 2-5. Not looking good for Animal.
Light Esports has that first round win, or their first map win. If they win this map, they're gonna win the game tonight.
We'll see how this plays out. But looks like we're seeing from both teams a bit of momentum conservation. Maybe not so much from Sprite going with that Vezin.
Animal is gonna have to fight off that tie. If they do, they cannot let Light get another round here, because if they do, they're gonna have to force a tie. It's gonna be a very hard spot to be in. The morale, the comms must be so interesting on both the teams here.
This is a very crucial point for Animal. They have to win this next round to keep this going. Because if they don't, that doesn't look very good. As they're gonna have to make up a, I believe, 4-round deficit in order to make the tie. But even then, they are gonna have the third round would be so important, because if they actually wait, even if they think they, never mind. Wait. Got lost in that sentence there. Lost in the sauce. Strip getting a kill on JT. Oh, a lot happening there. Void getting a kill on Solo. Famous Sage then also proceeding to kill Void with the refrag. I think it's Sprite pushing in there. 3v3 situation. That Vezin's still up with the healing syringe, but Chicken does get the kill on Sprite. That Vezin is now down to only Spectrals for both teams. And also the healing syringe going down. And it looks like one of the Animal players might be armed with a Vezin there, if they do go for it.
Ship trying the same play that worked for Sprite, playing from Locker, getting aggressive on that angle. The weak moves repositioning with Famous Sage back to vending. Chicken getting out of their tight angle there, trying to trade some shots. They're going to have to fight Ship on that flank. Chicken has that Vezin. They're doing so much damage to Famous Sage here and the weak moves. They don't have a healing syringe. They can't recoup that health. Famous Sage able to find Ship. Chicken in the back of that site. They're trading some shots. That EMP going down. Tiger Claw able to find a double. Getting another round for Animal. Now only down by 2 points. If they can, that comeback is possible.
It's definitely less of a deficit than they had to make up with last match, where they would have had to make up a much larger deficit, as Light had gotten that 6th round. Although I think this is, if Light wins this round here, I think it's actually would be the same score as it was last time at round 9, which I think it was 6-3. Sorry, round 10. Looking at the eco here, pretty similar eco from both sides. A lot of Vezins. Actually, all Vezins from Animal. That eco boost from that last match paying dividends. Not so much for Light Esports, as it looks like they are going to be buying out, choosing not to conserve some of that momentum. Although Sprite conserving his momentum a little bit, going with only that Spectral and no gadgets, it seems.
It looks like Animal is going to really buy out here, because they want to keep that. They want to keep the momentum going and get the rounds back here, so like to try to keep Light from getting that final point that's going to bring it to a tie.
Animal fighting to keep this game alive.
That drone into storage, a very similar play. We haven't seen any plays from Assembly into the site here from Light yet. They're playing the same play they played last time. Almost the same play. Ship on that angle, calls out. JT there is not able to find that kill, but does some damage. Solo opening up that window, getting another angle onto Ship, but is not able to find that kill. Ship is going to be watching that window now. They know that there's fighters for Light here. Solo repositioning, or not repositioning, maybe moving back to defend here. Ship doing a taking some fire, but not going to find a kill.
That's a bit of a skirmish there between Ship and a bunch of the Light Esports players, kind of discouraging them from continuing that push inside. In a bit of a stalemate here, it seems. But maybe the Light players that are upstairs could change that. It looks like it's, I believe it's Sprite and who is that? That's the weak moves.
Yeah.
Looks like they're gonna be going with that hatch push, and I think they do have EMP, which means if they can get in there and get it planted fast enough, they could majorly change the outcome of this match and also this, well, by extension, this round.
Ship on the flank, able to find Sprite, jumping down that hatch of that reposition and working in their favor. Tiger Claw able to find Famous Sage
with a nade.
JJ repositioning outside here in a 3v5. Weak moves getting that storage open. Those pre-fires is not going to find a very tough spot. They have to play smart here. JJ has that stem. Solo repositioning into storage. Ship repositioning around that angle fast. Is able to find Solo and shut that down, bring it to a 2v5.
Will Animal complete the comeback here? It all hinges on them getting this round win. Actually, the entire match outcome, not just this match in particular, but this entire match hinges on them potentially winning this round.
Looks like a reposition from Light Esports. Are they going to move together? I think they are.
It looks like they are going to, and it looks like maybe going for a hatch push. It doesn't seem like they're too sure on what they should do here. Whatever it is, they're going to oh, actually, it's a save. I can't believe I didn't notice this until now. It's a save. The very intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Let's see which one they go with. Looks like Justin's going with the scissors, and Weak Moves going with the paper, losing that one on to round 3 of this rock, paper, scissors. Very intense gameplay here. Repelling by accident. I don't know who won that there. Maybe it was a tie. It looked like both of them went with scissors. Moving on to the next round here. 15 seconds left. Who will win this one? Oh, the gun instead! The plot twist of the century.
Whoa, the quick draw from JJ Twins there.
That rock, paper, scissors game falling apart there also. But speaking of the why they're equaling here, very smart here. Breaching foam as well as a healing syringe and 2 Vezins. Very important to save here. Especially if we want to keep this momentum going in order to win these next 2 rounds they need to bring this entire match to an end. Not just, well, this one specifically, but the entire VRML match.
4-5. Very, very close game here.
Pretty similar ego from both teams here. A lot of gadgets, a lot of Vezins. A lot of healing syringes. And a lot of, I think, explosives, it seemed, from Animal. 2 grenades. I wonder if we're going to see any more, such as incendiaries, and some similar with Light Esports with those flashbangs that they have access to.
That save from Light is going to be working in their favor. All Vezins again. They're trying to shut out the game. They're trying to get that 6th round so they can force it to that tie.
Go for the throat, so to speak.
You could say, yeah. But look at that eco from Animal, though. They're able to, wow, able to buy out. Under's going to be able to rebuy. Almost all the players are going to be able to rebuy if it does come to a loss here. It's going to be a very intense final round.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to step away for a second to tend to some business that is important for me to continue my casting. I'm going to leave it to you, Hollow. Good luck.
A kind of a split-up play here from Light. They've got plenty of time to think of a play. It looks like it's going to be that hatch going open. That flashbang going out. It's not going to find anybody yet. Famous committing to that hatch, goes into the side or into the storage area, but is not. It takes some wall bang damage. Is not gonna go down. Wall bangs from both sides here. A kind of a split up play from, or not too much a split up play from Animal. Ship on that flank, trying for that roam. Solo's gonna be watching that angle. That proxy in Tetris is gonna let Animal know that Light Esports is close. That instant is going to shut down that play for a couple seconds. Let Ship move through through a vending here and try to take a few kills here. Is able to find Solo. JJ Twins trying for that refrag. Ship very, very close here on that angle. Moving up to that instant. Void able to find one. Under able to find a kill. Famous able to find a kill there. Able to find another. JJ Twins now in a 1v3. The next round is going to depend on this play right here. A 1v3 with that EMP on that wall. All they have to do is go for it and finish off the plant. Ship hunting for that kills. JJ Twins getting called out there. They should be repositioning. They are going to reposition. Moving back into Tetris.
Looks like they're going to be trying to set up for a bear trap here. We saw a similar thing here last time, a couple rounds ago on this exact site. Are they actually gonna be able to pull it off, unlike last time where they whichever team it was? I think it was Animal managed to get out of it. JT in a very bad spot here, but he does have that healing syringe, and depending on how Void pushes him here, he might be able to turn the tides on JT, and Void about to meet up here, and it does look like Void's gonna get the kill on JT. This is crazy. 5 to 5. Can Animal make the comeback here and actually win this round? We'll see.
This next round is going to be the decider of today's match. Can Light shut it out, win this game right here and right now, or can Animal bring it back, get the tie, and force it into a third round or a third map?
I wonder if this is going to be a sort of wake-up call for Light Esports. They haven't been playing their best here on offense, so they've been losing rounds, but I wonder if this is going to make them rethink their strategy. As, well, the outcome, like I said before, the outcome of this match hinges on them winning this.
Look at the eco from Animal here. All Vezins and a bunch of util. We've seen them use util to their full potential, it seems like. Light is going to have to save on this round. It's going to be a very, very hard spot to be in on the round that's going to it's going to decide who has the lead here on this map.
A lot of gadgets bought by JT. Drone, grenade, and healing syringe, but it looks like we're going to see that drone already used. Look at this, like, snake of Light Esports players pushing up towards what I believe is going to be that hatch. No, actually, unless they're going to they're trying to cover for roamers, while actually no, just snaking their way down into sight. I wonder if they're going to go for that wall instead. Look at this.
I wonder if a collateral. I feel like this would be. I don't know. I trust their process. I don't.
Okay.
I feel like a collateral would be a.
Welcome to Factor Cap. Can you collat 3 players?
Or will one of them find a refrag here?
Who knows? This might be the ultimate refrag strategy. Because if the refragger dies, the refragger can get the refrag.
I feel like I would be really shocked in this situation if I saw 3 players moving almost
like
shoulder to shoulder down to the site,
snaking their way down to what is likely to be the B site wall. If you're ever to make like a compilation of like stream highlights of this year, this has to be one of them.
That sounds like a good idea. I'm going to write that down. Sprite leading the charge into storage. That proxy setting off their position, repositioning. Sprite is not going to go down. Ship with that nade. Not going to find that wall getting set up. The game has started. Famous Sage repositioning here, trying to find Ship. Putting some rounds into connector. Going down to Famous Sage. Sprite moving up to that static. Ship on that flank is going to find a kill. Able to find another. Solo is outside the momentum. Slowing down. Weak moves on that flank. Getting called out by Tiger Claw. A 3v4. A very tough spot to be in. Chicken able to find a kill. JJ Twins and Solo. Void able to find a kill on JJ Twins. Solo now in a 1v4. Solo able to find a kill on Tiger Claw. A reposition from Ship here. Trying to hunt for that kill with those info peaks. Void moving on that refrag. Trying to get that refrag if it comes to that. Solo in a very tough spot here with that RCP. They're going to have to play it very smart, especially against these Vezins not having that long range advantage. Repositioning to that doorway in a that might not be the smart play because of that static. Watching for that flank, but shut down by Void. 6 and 5. Moving into round 12. The decider.
That proximity sensor changed that entire play. If that proximity sensor wasn't there, that could have played out a whole lot differently, because that proximity sensor tipped off the entirety of Animal, letting them know that Light Esports was in that storage room yet again. You had to know that there's no way that Light Esports didn't think like, oh no, the moment that proximity sensor went off, because the moment it did, everything happened.
Absolutely.
0 to 2 million real quick.
Look at
And
the
now-
buys from Animal here.
Well, this is a round 12 situation. Both teams don't really have a reason to not buy out. I mean, in both of these cases, this puts Animal in a must-win situation for round 3 here, especially if Light Esports does get the tie here. They have to win the next one, but even then, that would only bring the match to a draw. So their chances of winning this entire match quite literally hinge on the outcome of this round 12 right here. This is we're going to see both teams go all out in terms of strategy, most likely.
Ship is gonna be our roam. Luckily, that nade was not primed.
Lucky break there for Famous and Sprite. That grenade might prove to be a useful tool. Maybe not. It's hitting the ceiling.
Ship is able to find that kill on Famous Sage. Sprite repositioning that proxy, alerting Ship to their position. Watching that a very tight angle here with that instant going out. That nade not gonna find Ship repositioning, trying to get a shot here. Sprite and Ship in a bit of a duel. Ship taking a whole bunch of damage, able to take that syringe, getting a peek there, but gets shut down by Sprite. That's a very, very good start for this round.
That might have been something against the rules of VRML. I don't know if you're allowed to shoot corpses. We'll see what happens because of that. The rest of Light Esports here on this wall, and it looks like I think that was Chicken moving out of B side. That leaves B side open to them. Maybe not, as both of them are in connector, depending on where they choose to plant this EMP. This could determine the entire outcome of this match. Do they even have EMP? No, I think they do. Weakmove's pushing up, getting the kill on Chicken, but also getting the kill on Void. Under also getting the kill on Sprite. 3v2.
That EMP is down in A side here.
Under low on health here. He's gonna have to play this very carefully. Although Light Esports does not have EMP, this puts Under in a slightly better position. Let's see if Weak Moves knows that he's in this corner. JT Wentz potentially being the refrag for that. Maybe not. They were not prepared for Under to be there. 1v1, but Under does not have access to a healing syringe. Never mind, he in fact does have access to a healing syringe and also has control over EMP, but I don't think he realizes that Solo's behind him. And oh my goodness!
The gun was down! Bring it to a tie! It's all gonna depend on the next map here.
I don't know why it says Animal won that. Animal very much did not. Wow. That was crazy. This puts Animal, like I said before, in a must-win situation. Because if they don't, they will lose this. If Light Esports manages to get that 6th round won on round 3 here, that will spell the end for Animal, as there is quite literally nothing they can do, like Napoleon once said.
Did he really say that?
I don't know. He definitely said it in a meme. Sprite perfectly bounces all things should be. That voice crack didn't happen.
Another one for the clips.
Perfectly balanced all things should be.
I'm gonna have to go to I'm gonna
break 12 and 12.
I have to go do something real quick. I'm gonna give the reins to you real quick here.
Oh boy, and that's not good because there's not much to talk about other than what is happening right now, which would be Animal going with Enforcers first. This is completely different from this is not different from what we saw last. This is actually the exact same as what we saw last both matches actually. Light Esports being on defending for both of them. Actually, is Light Esports down a player? Yes, they are. Looks like they're going to be getting another sub in just like they did with Solo on that one. I wonder if that has something to do with this round. It looks like they're actually going to be getting that player in right now, and it does not look like there's actually anything different with the lineup. Maybe a player accidentally disconnected due to internet issues potentially. Looking at the KD ratios here, because there's not exactly much else to talk about, especially since the camera angle does not permit me to see what map has been chosen. Looking at the Sprite, like I said before with that voice crack, perfectly balanced as all things should be, 12 and 12. I don't know if he definitely did not get one kill per round, but he did die every single round there. Quite the strange KD, definitely, and we're seeing, this is something I think I've seen a lot too. A lot of 8s and 7s, exactly 8 deaths from 3 of the Light Esports players. And also a lot of 7s here. Both Famous Sage, no, not Famous Sage, Weak Moves and Solo getting 7 kills, and same thing similar on Animal side. Chicken getting 7 kills and Under getting 7 kills. A lot of like pairings here of deaths, and in fact, Chip and Under sharing the same amount of deaths with 8. Chicken and Void also sharing the same amount of assists. I wish I could talk about more than leaderboard here, but I've already talked about the stats of both of these teams and also some other little bits and bobs. So not exactly a whole lot to talk about, especially since I've already talked about, well, the leaderboard here. So I'm very quickly running out of stuff to talk about. Holding on by a thread here, hoping Hollow will come back in time to save me from not being able to
Barely.
where I run out of things to talk about. It looks like he is going to be
Barely
doing that.
Wow, what a game.
Two of the light esports players leaving. Interesting. I wonder if they're waiting for some subs to come in. We'll see what happens. And again, this is something we saw last time. I already mentioned this to the chat, but definitely not to you. Looks like Light Esports going with defending side yet again, 3 times in a row. No map chosen just yet. I wonder if Light is trying to get 2 of their players in. I think Famous Sage is going to be the one communicating that as his arms are down. Got anything to say, Hollow? Or do we need to go to an intermission screen?
Let's check the chat here just a little bit while we wait for the next map here. A lot of votes for Animal House, or not Animal House. That's
Animal House.
A lot of votes for animals here.
Might want to actually switch that so that I can see it too.
You're right. A lot of votes for animals here.
Oh, one of the light players coming back. I believe that was solo, depending on who left.
Whoops, wrong one.
There is in fact a no chat on that one.
It looks like they're gonna go into a 10-minute break. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the chat here just for a second. Well, before we go into that intermission.
First time chatter. Who is Ship? One of the players, I believe, if I'm not crazy, on Animal, right?
Yes. Almost their top frag. It looks like. All right, there it is. Their top frag.
Smart observation there by one of the chatters. Ship is in fact crazy. He's also like Thanos, perfectly balanced, 12 and 12. Although I don't think we should talk about the
Sprite.
Sprite's that is Sprite. Forget I mentioned anything about that. Although Ship did actually have a pretty good KD there.
Definitely
18
carrying
and 8.
like
A lot of kills.
You have a chatter saying that they're carrying. It seems like it.
Yeah, Ship did carry there quite a bit. He technically outfragged, but only by 1 kill. But he did die every single round. Kind of balanced it out there. I keep saying the word balanced when I'm talking about Sprite.
All right, let's we're gonna go into our mission screen here.
Definitely.
While for that 10-minute break.
We have already run out of things to talk about. Tiger Claw actually, maybe I'm schizophrenic. Maybe it was actually Tiger Claw who was the person to buy that Jesper Healing Syringe grenade combo. And Void going with that Breaching Foam. Not sure exactly what wall he's going to blow up, seeing as I cannot see what site it is.
I was not ready to come back this early.
I don't know if the chat could hear me, so I was commentating like they could.
They could.
Oh, cool! So it was very lucky I did that.
Towards the end there only though. They missed
okay.
a couple parts of your sentence.
I was like,
oh, Animal's playing offense. Oh no. I gotta adjust that real quick.
We gotta switch.
I'll do that on the next buy phase. Just just stand by here.
That's gonna be very confusing.
Just know that Light is on defense and Animal is gonna be on offense for now until I can get that. Until we go to the buy phase.
JT is roaming. Let's see if he can time that correctly there to get that ambush on the 4 Animal players that are pushing through there. And but Sprite actually gonna get a kill on under there. A refrag not coming out. Grenade rolling down. Sprite managing to escape it before the blast can kill him. Sprite getting a kill on Tiger Claw, Chicken getting a kill on JT, stopping that flank. Sprite, though, very injured. Maybe somebody else can take the range for him. It does look like Famous Sage is going to be filling in that role. The EMP caught out in a sort of no man's land. It's caught out on that railing. It's Famous Sage going for a pretty wide peek there with the iron-sided Spectral. Let's see if he can put that to good use. Oh, I think both of them traded headshots. Oh, Weak Moves was on 1 health, and it looks like that ended up being one of the things that caused his death. Other than, I guess, obviously bullets. Shit, moving up the stairs. Let's see if he can get an angle on Famous Sage and Sprite here, who are both very low in health, both of them choosing to fall back into sight. Letting Ship and Void get a potential foothold over this room outside of B side, but no, choosing not to, going for that EMP. I wonder if we're going to see him go for that wall breach on B, as he does have access to breaching foam, but which wall? We'll find out.
Sprite and Famous. I don't know if the smart play is to be moving or working. I guess the smart play would be to work together here because they're so low on health. Solo's going to be that refrag. Sprite baiting that shot there.
Very risky.
Ship and Void in a 2v4.
Very risky for Famous Sage and Sprite to be the only sight holders here on B. You can see as both are very low, but it doesn't seem to matter. Sprite getting the kill on Void, and Ship very low on health here. Not a very good spot. Maybe she can get the kill on Famous Sage, but oh my goodness! What a clutch! The 47 health clutch. I can't believe that just happened. Esports evidently did not win that.
Let's go to an intermission screen real quick just so I can fix that.
Wow.
Back. There we go. That's so much better.
Animal buying out quite a bit here. Looks like we have 1 Aural and 4 Vezins. This is something we saw pretty similar. This is going to be a big challenge for us to not bust out laughing during this. Another voice crack coming from me. Adding up the tally.
That drone going in the bathroom. Famous Sage shutting down that drone early. Sprite getting called out by that drone. That nade able to find Sprite. Bringing it to a 4v5. Famous Sage able to find a kill on Ship. That's a very, very good start. That's a very, very good start for Light Esports. The rest of Animal in the bathroom here, now in possession of that EMP. That nade is not going to find a kill there from. I think that was either Solo or the Weak Moves. I can't remember.
I think that should be its own term for a play, a hit and run, where you just kind of throw a grenade and then immediately run away. That's a cool name to call it. We're gonna call it a hit and run.
No other meaning to that.
Coming up with names for things as this goes on. It's like the 3rd time this has happened this cast.
A reposition here from Tiger Claw, getting another angle. They're gonna play it pretty smart here, getting that window open, but not committing. Are they gonna commit to it? I can't tell. I don't think they're gonna commit to it. Under Void and Chicken playing from bathroom here. The Weak Moves doing a bunch of damage to Void, but not able to find that kill. A bit of a reposition. The Tiger Claw on the window here. A bunch of pings coming through from Animal. That nade going out is going to do some damage to Void. JJ Twins repositioning here, doing some damage. Void trying to counter wallbang there, but is not going to find a kill. They have that Vezin, but they're at pretty low health here.
Void probably waiting for that healing syringe cooldown to end. Although I don't see, if that is the case, I don't see why Tiger Claw doesn't give him his healing syringe. Very close here. They're like right next to each other. I'm not sure who it is. The name tags are cut off. It is the Weak Works and Chicken. And Chicken going to get the kill on Weak.
They looked away. They looked away right as they peeked.
That's got to be infuriating.
Solo getting shut down by Chicken through the wall. Bring it to a 4v1.
You can shoot through that pillar, apparently.
Kind of high shot there from Chicken, but is able to find that kill on JJ Twins. Now going 2-0.
This is a good look for Animal, because if they can tie this up, they can actually bring this match to a draw, preventing them from, well, obviously losing.
I do believe their username or their team name is Animals, but the font is not cooperating with me here.
The font is very, very flamboyant.
There we go. That looks better.
There we go. We got the S. So we're just gonna call him Animal.
It's
close enough.
It's the force of habit.
One letter. What's one letter? Looking at the eco here, pretty similar actually. Like going with Vezin's 1 Omen and 2 grenades, and looks like a smoke grenade. You have to be very careful with those on Revolter's side, as if you don't use them right, you might accidentally give the Enforcers cover to plant. I accidentally did that once. We managed to win the round, but that was a bad move. So you have to play very carefully with those smokes to not accidentally give the Enforcers an advantage.
Animal able to buy here. Look at that.
Both teams able to buy. Except for JT going with that Omen. Both teams, interesting choice not to eco from both of them, although Animals doesn't really need to eco that much because despite buying Vezins, a lot of them still have quite a bit of cash left. Very interesting play here. It looks like all of Animals might be going through the vent in server room.
What is with the snake plays today?
This is the snake play. From a different team, but
they're playing so similarly. What is going on? Sprite on that flank through that hallway there gets called out. Ship aggressive, goes for that kill. Is able to find it on Sprite. Opening up servers for the rest of the team to assault into. Getting rid of that static there. Tiger Claw able to find JJ. The weak moves on the flank. Moving down the stairs. Tiger Claw able to find the kill on the weak moves there. The wallbang's coming through from Famous Sage, but is not going to find a kill. Tiger Claw on that close angle goes down to Famous Sage. Ship able to find Solo, bringing it to a 1v4. A very, very tough spot, but that EMP is outside. Void able to find the Famous Sage, shutting that down. Getting Animals another round here.
Did somebody flip a switch on Animals?
It seems like it.
Completely steamrolling. It seems like this might be their best map. Or maybe they've been practicing a lot on this map specifically. Maybe they got map vote this time, and they knew that they had a good chance at winning if they picked this one. This is where it'd be helpful if we bring this up a lot. This is where it'd be helpful if we could listen in on comms.
But yeah, I get an idea of what's going on in the players' heads.
Although, might not be a good idea, because, I mean, I can see why. It might not be super great to hear swears dropped on cast.
Yeah, especially on stream. Even though these are very professional teams, you do hear a couple slurs when it comes to losing, when you start losing.
If you've ever listened to audio from practically any sport, swearing's something pretty common, actually, across many sports. Ice hockey, football, American football.
I imagine on esports it's even more aggressive, too.
Yeah, especially with certain things like League. I can imagine there being a lot of swearing in League. Of Legends, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I was thinking, there's a couple leagues here. I don't know which one you're talking about.
I was like, wait a minute.
An interesting play here from Animals. I don't know if they're going to go through launch. It looks like it.
Very similar eco to what we saw from them, but in the... Also freezing. That is definitely not good to actually come back, though, and just... Oh, could potentially push in here, get that flank on
another time.
Black. Not good at all.
What is going on with Breachers today?
Breachers choosing to leave all of us in the dark.
I think Breachers is kind of one-sided, I'm going to be honest with you.
This is rigged.
This is rigged. We're gonna miss the entirety of this play.
It's a hatch play. Those are very cool, interesting to watch, especially on that site specifically.
I mean, they've been playing pretty passive on these plays, so or on the hatch play. So I hope they wait it out a little bit more. I can get in here fast enough.
Tell the teams to time out to wait for us to come back. I don't think that's possible, but it'd be funny. Looks like Solo there. We're gonna have to deal in not absolutes here. We're gonna have to kind of leave everything open ended with the commentary. Solo was roaming there in that room away from the lounge. If he can time it correctly, he might be able to get an ambush there and kill all three of them. But we'll have to find out. We'll definitely see what happens as we come back here. And it looks like Animal is gonna be winning a fourth round, bringing this to a 4-0. Not a good look for Light.
Who's on offense? There we go. Okay, Animal's gonna be on offense.
Make sure to capitalize that S. Again, we're seeing the exact same eco from the Animals. I don't know why it took me that long to figure it out. Same thing here. All Vezins except for one Allreal, despite the fact that Under could absolutely afford a Vezin. He in fact could afford like 3 Vezins.
New meta question mark?
He can Mr. Beast it with Vezins.
New meta incoming?
Potentially. Definitely not a meta from Light. Their eco majorly hurt after losing that 4th round. Famous Sage forced to go with just a Spectral in order to conserve some of that momentum. Only being able to use that Spectral, that's going to be very tough against these Vezins. Although maybe if he can find the kill on Under, who is armed with that Allreal, he might be able to arm himself with a better gun and potentially turn this around, getting Light Esports foot in the door here, making sure that they can't get shut out before switching sides.
Slower play from the roof here from Animals. Kind of taking their time. They can't afford to do that because they're at 4-0 right now. A very powerful lead. All Light needs is 1 round to be able to fight for that comeback.
They could play rock, paper, scissors up there if they wanted to.
Tiger Claw able to find the weak moves. I think it was a peek attempt, an ego peek attempt, but it got shut down there. All of Animals moving together down the stairs. The famous Sage on that hallway. I think it's also flashbang down there. I think they are trying to blind that angle. It's not going to find a major assault here. Sprite able to find a kill on Ship. That's a very good start. JJ on the flank is able to find a kill. Sprite able to find another. Tiger Claw on that refrag is able to find one. Famous Sage running around that angle fast is not able to find that kill. Void able to find 2, putting Solo in a 1v2.
But he's in a very good spot here. I don't think they would suspect him of being down this hallway, but they would have to they'd have to move past the lounge and go for that door in A site. Which I doubt, seeing as lounge is a very common place to push in here from the spot here. Let's see if that is the decision they're going to make, and I think it is potentially going to be yes. They're going to go through lounge, which puts Solo in a very bad spot here, as they aren't going to peek that hallway like he was hoping for, which means he's going to have to respond to whatever the remaining Animals players are about to throw at him. But if he can at least kill one of them, he could easily level the playing field here. Let's see how he chooses to play this. The EMP getting planted. I don't know if he actually, it definitely looks like he can hear it, as he is choosing to push up the second that EMP is planted. No healing syringes against 2 healing syringes. He's going to have to kill both of these players before they can get access to their healing syringes. And it depends on the outcome of this match depends on wherever Solo decides to look first, as one of the Animals players is up on that table on the workbench. It looks like he's choosing to move past it, going into lounge, which might be the smart move here, as Void is in lounge, and he might has a much better advantage if he chooses to go for that. But Void getting the kill on Solo, 5-0. Animals running away with this game. Let's see if Light, I almost called him LITE for some reason. Let's see if Animals can shut this out, which would be a major plot twist, as these teams have been very, very close in terms of, I mean, the margin of rounds between these two. Let me butcher that sentence.
If they win this game, the second map was a tie, correct?
Yes, the second map was a tie.
If they win this match, I think they can only, or this map, I think they can only bring it to a tie.
I mean, that's better than losing.
Absolutely, but I almost said LIT too.
Got you messed up too.
Light Esports is gonna have to fight off that tie. if they want to win this match, they're one map away from winning this. On round 6, they have to win one round if they want that comeback and to not have to fight for that tie.
Large amount of gadgets being bought by Animal. It looks like we have grenades, breaching foam. I think only one cloaking device. 2 drones going out on the exact same window. Strange choice there. I wonder if both of them are going to be checking 2 different spots. One checks for roaming, one checks the actual locations of everybody in sight. That drone calling out. Famous Sage, 3 pings on him. That's not good.
That's smoke opening up an angle from a B site. Like you've said, a bear trap, it seems. Chicken getting spotted out by the weak moves. A bit of a fight here. Chicken repositioning. That might be the smart play to not get shut down. JJ Twins able to find Tiger Claw. Sprite is very, very close on that window. Going for the run out. Is not able to find Under. Under able to find that kill. Solo very, very close on that wall. Playing the same angle they played last time. Ship and Void playing together from bathrooms here. That wall getting set up. That flashbang going out. It's not going to find a kill. Ship through that vent. Void on the offside. Not committing to that side.
This is
the weak moves getting called out here.
Major committer here from Solo. He's essentially trapped with being in there. Void getting the kill on Famous Sage. Solo kind of trapped in that corner, but choosing to move up towards the vent. It looks like he might be able to get the kill on Ship here, depending on how Ship plays this. And weak moves actually taking down Ship. But Void has his back turned to, I think, it doesn't even matter who that was, as I think they are dead now.
Bring it to a 2v2 of 2 Vezins versus a Vezin and a Viper. JJ Twins is very, very hurt. Void has that healing syringe. And Under has that EMP. Under going for that plant. JJ Twins able to find that kill. Void hunting for that refrag. Are they going to get pinched here? They looked away! Oh my gosh!
Like gets their foot in the door! Switching sides.
Wow, with that Viper too.
Poetry in motion. I wonder if we're going to see similar eco to what we saw Animal pull last. The stream freezing, that's definitely not good, but looking at the current eco, I can see Tiger Claw is definitely going to be going with that Jesper syringe grenade combo.
Gosh.
At least this time, it didn't happen mid-match. It happened at least during the buy phase, so we have a bit of a time window here to get back before it all starts. I believe we have, around 20 seconds?
Almost, Alt F4'd my OBS there.
That would not be good.
Oh, man.
Breachers has rigged this stream against us, it seems.
I wonder if it's my end or if it's Breachers itself.
Who knows? Not really any way to find out during this cast. This is definitely something to investigate later. Although, I don't see how it could be your end. This definitely seems like a Breachers thing of sorts, but maybe not, as whenever this does happen, the stream also tends to freeze during it. And it looks like we are actually going to be able to catch the very start of the round. It looks like we was going with that lounge play. All 3 of them on the windows. Looks like going to wait to see what happens here, make sure the coast is clear before making their push in. Potentially going to get that EMP on that plywood. You still come weak move shooting the swing in. Very brave move from him, but it's going to pay off as there is nobody in lounge there. The grenade doing just the smallest amount of damage to weak moves. A lot in 3 of the revolters. Animal players in the site. Oh, the flank from Void almost kills Sprite. Famous Sage gets a kill on Ship during that. Right now, holding the angle, trying to maybe get a kill on Void. Chicken getting a kill on Famous Sage. A lot happening right now. It seems like Sprite is a little preoccupied with Void there, as he is not really able to pull or is the push up until either Sprite or Void goes down. And it looks like GTA is actually going to kill 2 of the animal players.
Tiger Claw alone in the site here in a 1v2. Void is still on that flank, kind of getting shut out from defusing. That EMP is now down. The time is now in Light's favor. They have to make a play here. Tiger Claw has that EMP. Sprite able to find a kill on Void. JJ Twins on a very tight angle here. If they wallbang, they could find Tiger Claw. Is Tiger Claw going to go for that defuse? If they do win this round, they could force it to a tie. Or they could force it to 6-1. Tiger Claw repositioning, trying to get an angle here. He's able to find Sprite. Repositioning back to the site. Getting called out by Sprite now. The weak moves trying to hunt for that kill. Tiger Claw moving right up to that EMP, taking a bunch of damage, goes down to the weak moves. Light Esports getting another round. Moving in around 7. Round 8 here.
This in-between moment will be the perfect time to get these team names back up.
Let me fix that real quick.
Weak Moves almost bought a Marui there, but changing his mind, going with that classic Vezin. You're not seeing too much of the Marui here, even though it definitely has its strengths. While you may have less fire rate, its recoil is far easier to control, and you have more damage. And greater damage fall, which means you have to be at a farther distance in order to lose some of the damage that your gun would be doing. But it looks like he's choosing to go with that Vezin, getting that faster fire rate with the trade-off of less damage and lower damage fall-off. Major eco here from ANÜMÄL, wow. All Spectrals, Grenade Healing Syringe. No gadgets bought other than that, unless I missed what they bought when I was focusing on what Light was doing. Which Light, also kind of strange. Looks like Solo going with that major momentum conservation, aka major eco, going with that Cyclone. Interesting choice. Not sure where Hollow went, if he's even still here. He is still here.
I don't know. I seriously don't know what's going on with the cast tonight. It's been weird. Whoa, they're way off that site. I wonder what... I think they're going to play a little further off this time.
It sounds like the biphase music is still going.
What is going on today with Breachers?
A bit of a... Oh, one of the things falling off the skyscraper, they're luckily respawned. I mean, this music seems pretty fitting for this current situation. The Light Esports definitely having to fight to make that comeback. I'd say this biphase music is pretty fitting.
I don't know why the biphase music is still playing. What is going on?
The game has decided to add a soundtrack to this cast. I mean, I'm not complaining. It definitely makes this a lot more intense. Although I wonder if we're going to see it end here, as the song is pretty much the exact same length as the biphase, and it does sound like it's about to end. You hear those trumpets coming in. I'm focusing on the music right now because not a whole lot of movement from either team here as they slowly make their way down to the site.
The music finding its end. Hopefully not the end of the play. Ship playing a roam from the hallway. The ping's coming through. The Weak Moves leading the charge. The Ship is in a very tight corner here, but they have that Spectral. They have that eco advantage. Solo going out, gets shut down by Ship, but the Weak Moves is able to find that refrag. Very, very hurt now. Sprite able to find a kill on Tiger. Tiger Claw under, able to find that refrag on Sprite, bringing it to a 2v3 against those Vezins. Able to retake one of those Vezins there. All the walls going open in B site. Under repositioning here, way off from Void. That under able to find a kill on Famous. JJ coming around that angle.
Able to fight off that potential bear trap there. 2v1 situation, but Weak Moves has access to both a Vezin and a healing syringe. However, Under does also have access to a healing syringe, but it doesn't matter. Weakness takes down both Under and Void in one fell swoop. Also getting that EMP planted for that extra cash.
It looks like, who was behind there? I don't remember who was, I think it was Void on that flank behind Under there. But,
I don't know. It was kind of all a blur.
But it was... that they were just standing so close to each other that the Weak Moves was able to flick fast enough onto the next head and take that kill.
Almost got bear trapped there several times. Luckily able to fight it off. That's actually a cool phrase, fight the bear trap. It doesn't really make as much sense outside of this term and also by extension this cast, but it sounds cool. Potential merch.
Potential merch coming soon. ANÜMÄL buying out 4 Vezins bought, a bunch of Vezins from Light, which is to be expected, especially at the points here. They're 2 below ANÜMÄL's. They have to get these 2 points back or have to fight for that tie. ANÜMÄL's is trying to shut down the game right now and end the match.
Looks like they're going to be buying out those Vezins to try and shut down the momentum that Light has right now, especially with all those gadget buys. Although, Light is risking a lot of their momentum here. Take a shot every time I say the word momentum, new drinking game. Because they are risking, like I said, they're risking a lot of their eco there with Sprite and Famous Sage respectively having 50 and 75 credits, which is not good if they do end up dying or by also losing the round. Oh, stream freezing again. This isn't good.
Oh
not
my
sure
gosh,
if it's
is it going to happen again?
Oh, it's actually
happened again.
Oh, no, it happened again. Hollow is probably ready to fist fight whoever is in charge of the Breachers servers right now.
What is going on?
This is definitely a stream to remember. The viewers are witnessing history. The VRML's buggiest cast.
I'm gonna have to watch some other casts later to figure out if this is like if this is my fault or if this is like a common occurrence. This is so annoying.
I can hear it in your voice. You are definitely ready to fist fight the Breachers server upkeepers. I would be too. Although it's not my stream going down, so.
Andre able to find a kill. Void able to find another. Sprite walking to the side. He's able to find a kill on Void. Famous Sage able to find another. Shaking to the back of the side. He's able to find a kill. Putting that EMP on the ground. It's now a 1v1, but Famous Sage is very hurt getting that EMP down. Chicken hunting for that kill. They can wallbang here, but I don't think they know exactly where Famous Sage is. The peek's coming through. Chicken able to find that kill. That round getting shut down. Animal. Now 6. Gonna be in a second here. Now 6 against 3.
I wish I was able to see it. Maybe once I might not be able to witness this round here unless there's enough downtime here for you to get the stream open.
I think I'm gonna rage on stream today. I'm just gonna project my entire PC to you now because that just
works.
To fix it every time it crashes. Oh man.
Oh, and Animal getting that 6th round. This is a good look. This is a good sign. However, they have to keep this going. If Light brings the comeback here, they will still lose. They have to win this round in order to draw it and not lose. Because with that tie on the last match, they have to win it in order to tie it. Because if they don't, and if completely lost my train of thought. That happens a lot.
I feel like I've written and rewritten these names 100 times.
You definitely have rewritten them 100 times.
It doesn't save. So I have to, every time we get kicked out of the match for some reason. It'd be really fun if we chose an EU match and we're just at 150 ping or something.
It'd be really funny if the EU match ran better than this.
I don't know what's happening. It just kicks me back to the lobby. So I really can't tell if it's my end.
Stream goes down every time that happens.
Let's confirm it is on the right. Yes, it is.
Good. Unfortunately, this time no game audio.
Of course.
We can deal without it. This is very much a slapdash sort of affair.
It is going to be that bathroom side, the kitchen kind of area, the break room bomb site. It's interesting to defend because he has so much to hide behind. So much that should be wall bangable, but it is not.
Although a lot of things in Office are actually quite wall bangable. Like the dividers, I believe. I think some of the desks themselves even. So that those desks they can serve as cover in some places, but other places they serve more as concealment.
We're seeing a lot of repeat plays from both sides here. It looks like they're going to change it up a little bit, getting that wall open, doing what works for them the last time. The smart play. Ship getting that instant out. Repositioning to that tight corner. Chicken able to find the kill on Week's moves. Ship able to find a kill with that nade on Solo. Slowing down the play here. Moving to the back of this vent here is going to find Famous. Almost a complete shutdown. JJ now in the bathrooms with that Viper at a major disadvantage. Sprite able to find a kill on Under. Tiger Claw able to find that refrag. Now bringing it to a 1v3 for the match. This is what's going to matter here. Able to find a kill on Under. Ship repositioning, but is able to find that kill. Winning the match, or winning the round.
And that ends it. Animals makes the comeback and ties it up.
Was that
no team walking away with a W here?
That was a tied match because we had that first round win, or that first map win from Light Esports, and then the tie on the second map, and the third map coming into this, like we just seen, into that win for Animals. Wow, a very interesting match.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time we saw a draw in a cast. And
It's been a while.
Most of our past ones, there's usually been one team that walked away the victor, but no, neither team winning it here.
We're usually used to seeing just tie after tie after tie, but today we're seeing a win, a tie, and then a loss. Very interesting.
Very, very entertaining match. That was a lot of fun.
I don't think they can play a fourth map. I don't.
Apart from the game crashing.
Multiple times.
Wait, was it disconnect every time?
Or I mean, it just sent me back to the lobby. It was not a crash.
Huh.
I think it was a disconnect.
That might be potentially a server issue. Maybe not with the teams. Maybe something with spectating. Maybe something's going on with spectating specifically.
Well, I hope it gets fixed by the next map, or I'm gonna have to do some problem solving on my side.
I mean, what you could try is resetting your router.
I guess so.
That'd be the first place I'd start, which I think it's pretty simple. I think you just unplug it and then you wait a little bit and you plug it back in. Oh, they're gonna have to convince the other people in your home to let you do that.
Yeah. Well, that was a very interesting match to watch. Coming out of that with a tie is interesting. Not really what I expected. I didn't really have a. I didn't really know what to expect from either of these teams because they don't have that many wins or losses on their roster, I guess. So I didn't really know what to expect. That was an interesting match to watch. That those almost aces, the 4Ks, 3Ks, the just shutdowns from both sides, just amazing to see.
The just spontaneous, the spontaneous 0 to 100s.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun to watch. I'm glad I was there to witness it.
Very interesting.
And also there to witness
the crashes,
servers blow up.
Well, even though it was a bit of a rough match with those shutdowns, it was very interesting to watch. Thank you for joining me again, Plorm, for another match.
I'd also like to thank the chat for witnessing this, despite the the technical difficulties we were having. I hope you guys also had fun watching that.
Absolutely.
A little bit that you could.